Crew, Carl Sprides here. Thanks for joining me for another Decide Your Destiny daily dose. Decide to become uncommon amongst uncommon people. This is a phrase used by David Goggins. And who's David Goggins? He's an author. He's an ultra marathon runner of all sorts. He's the creator of the 4x4x48 challenge, which means you run 4 miles every 4 hours for 48 hours straight. He's all sorts of army. He served in, I think, he's the first person, or one of the first people to serve in 3 different constituents of the army. Incredible person. So he's definitely doing some uncommon things. Now, what are the lessons to take away from this phrase? Decide to be uncommon with the uncommon people, within the uncommon people. So first step is to decide to be uncommon with the common people. So, what are things that common people will do? Or most people, will most people get up at 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. to go for a run, to do meditations? Will most people put hours into every single day of their life into personal development beyond just their work, but into personal development so they can grow and so that they can evolve and so they can actually put some love and care back into their life? Will they put themselves in an uncomfortable position every single day? It's just that thinking of what would the common person do? What would the uncommon person do? And what would the uncommon amongst the uncommon person do? And it's a great, thought process to start thinking of what are the activities you need to be taking to become, the greatness that is deep within you, in your heart and soul. And some of those activities, might be to, think about it. Most people, would they stand by and not step out of line to face any sort of tyrannical, oppression in their own life, whether it's oppression from an outside force or whether it's, kind of in a group scene? I know when I was younger, amongst the group scene, you kind of all did what the group did. You just went with the group. Whatever the group think was, you went with that group. And then sometimes that group would do something that's questionable, that's, maybe getting on the lines of immoral or unethical or harmful to another person. And that's where you have to think, an uncommon person would then disenfranchise themselves and get away from the group, even though there's so much power and loyalty and belonging and sense of, all those good feelings and good organization. They would split themselves off from that group and go and do what's right, no matter what. So think about all the things that an uncommon person will do. Uncommon person will do deep investigation and research, whether that's, research into something that an activity they're wanting to try, or whether that's research into things that they're being told. They won't just trust things and just jump into anything they're told. They will go and investigate for their own selves, for their own sake, for their own future. They'll go and do those sorts of things. Another thing that an uncommon person will do, a common person might ask 2 questions. An uncommon person might ask 33 questions. They will go deeper, whether they're asking questions of a new occurrence, or whether it's a news article or it's someone's opinion or someone's belief. They might ask that also when they're talking to their clients. They might ask that when they're talking to someone who's going to be they're going to be in a relationship with. They will go that 33 questions deep. They'll go, and that's just a number, but they'll go deep. They'll do the things that they need to do that are uncommon, so they can get to the uncommon pedestal in their own lives. And it's not necessarily the pedestal of I'm up on here, I'm number one out of all these competitors, but it's I've put in all the effort, I've done my homework, I've done my research, I've sweated, I've put in the sweat and blood and tears, and I can be happy with and respect myself for all the effort I've put in. So just thinking about what are the uncommon things amongst uncommon men and women that would require you to do. And that's just a way that you can find your own road to success. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that one. Share it around with anyone who you feel would enjoy this. It's really important, to be able to challenge yourself, to be able to question yourself, to get out of your comfort zone. I think especially in today's day where, you can see it online all the time. Someone can do the most basic thing and they're announced a hero in some line. So, or I did this, I did this small thing, and now I'm this great thing. I think it's good to put some public accountability out there, and it's definitely good along your way to progress. But really dive deep into, okay, what uncommon thing can I post? What uncommon thing did I do that I can lay claim to? And that's where you don't need to get the outward likes and approvals and society's acceptance for that. You can get the inward acceptance for your own heart and your own soul. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed that one. Share it around if you like. And as always, guys, remember, decide your destiny. Cheers.